If you ask me when Freedom Family Office started, I'd say 2019, but the truth is, it started much earlier. It started with a problem. In 2014, I sold my first family office business. I started that company in 2007 when I lived in New Jersey. My focus was helping divorced women who suddenly had to manage significant assets. They weren't just looking for investment returns, they needed guidance, budgeting, tax planning, asset protection, and most importantly, confidence. Wealth without coordination creates anxiety. Wealth with strategy creates freedom. So after moving to Florida, I sold that firm to become a full time investor. My plan was to live off my investments in businesses, real estate, and the stock market. No job, no paycheck, just my money working for me. But I realized something. Coordinating all of these investments required a lot of time and compliance. And as I stepped into peer groups of other high net worth families, I saw something that surprised me. The family office model was missing what I felt was the most important piece: tax strategy. Throughout my career, I was exposed to what Goldman Sachs and the largest firms were advising their ultra wealthy clients to implement. Even the most trusted brands treat tax as an afterthought. Business owners were building eight-figure net worths, relying on their tax preparer and financial advisor, and overpaying millions in taxes. It just didn't sit right with me. Growing up with a father and grandfather that were accountants, my family conversations were unlike most. There was a lot of discussion about money and taxes. And I loved money as a kid, and I knew I wanted to become wealthy. So I learned as much as I could, and I optimized my tax situation early on because I knew how important it would be to my financial independence. After sharing some of my insights with some friends, I was encouraged to share my tax expertise with fellow business owners and help them reframe their approach to taxes. As a member of Entrepreneurs Organization, I started with my chapter and ended up giving dozens of talks around the country. The feedback fueled me to share more, create content, and write some books. But something unexpected happened. People kept asking me for help. And I didn't want to say no, but I also wasn't looking for a job. The reality was, this was my life's calling. In 2019, I took everything I learned from living off passive income and building my first family office and launched Freedom Family Office. This time it was different. It was a tax focused family office built specifically for entrepreneurs and high net worth families. I knew the team I wanted, and I put my own money behind it. I designed it around a core principle: return on time, because money matters, but time's the real asset. Most firms focus on portfolio returns as their core driver of success. We focus on helping clients become rich beyond money. Portfolio returns are table stakes. We're reducing taxes strategically, increasing predictable cash flow, coordinating investments, designing exits, protecting families, and creating generational wealth. We're showing clients how to leverage their financial success into a life well lived. And we do it with specialists, accountants, lawyers, financial planners. We built a team and we've institutionalized the strategy so it doesn't depend just on me. Freedom Family Office was built to serve my family for generations so it could do the same for all of our clients. Freedom, it's not just our name, it's symbolic. We create freedom from financial anxiety, freedom from working because you have to, and freedom to choose to live the way you want. I've lived on passive income, I've built and sold businesses, I've studied the ultra wealthy. And what I know is this: the wealthiest families don't just invest differently, they plan differently. Freedom Family Office isn't just about managing money, it's about designing a life that's rich beyond money.